New BlueEyes support means that players are going to have some natural topping with the deck. We also have True Draco for you guys. I know how excited that you are to see more fun True Draco list and some other interesting metagame challengers. Be like the 33.8% of you guys have not smashed the living crap out of that subscribe button. Smash it so we can get to 102,000. So the first list we're going to be looking at here is the BlueEyes White Dragon. Actually, first place deck profile. I think that that's awesome. So we have 2 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. 1 copy of BlueEyes Alternative White Dragon. Remember, most players have gone down to 1 because, honestly, more of this is just kind of a brick. We have 2 BlueEyes Jet Dragons, 1 Effect Veiler, 2 copies of Sage with Eyes of Blue. We have triple White Stone of Ancients, 2 BlueEyes White Dragons. We have 1 Call by the Grave, triple Pot of Extravagance, 2 Successor's Soul. We have triple copies of the Melody of Awakening Dragons, 2 copies of Ultimate Fusion. Don't underestimate this card. We have 2 Punishments, triple copies of Fist of the Unrivaled Tenyi. We also have 2 Goes a Match, triple copies of Infinite Permanence, 1 copy of Skill Drain, 2 copies of the Ultimate Creature of Destruction, and triple copies of True Light. Hey man, when you want to make a bootleg revival card for a deck, just base it off of the Dark Magician one, right? We also have triple Inkrebo, 1 Blackluster Soldier, 1 Wind Pegasus, 2 Spirit Dragon with 2 Silver Dragon. And then we have 1 Inantis, 1 Ultimate Dragon, 2 BlueEyes Tyrant Dragon, 1 Twin Burst, and 1 big alternative ultimate. Side deck here, we have triple Lancia, 1 Pankratops, 1 Dragon Spirit of White, triple Nibiru, triple Evenly Matched, triple Dynamiscus, and 1 copy of Red Reboot here. Wrapping up a BlueEyes list. Now, I'm not sure why we didn't explore multiple skill drains for a deck like this. I suppose it's just one of those things that's like, if you see it, you see it. If you don't, I mean, really no skin off of your back. But I feel like that is one thing that I guess kind of would have been a little bit better in my opinion. But all things considered, this deck did do well, and I think that that's worth exploring. Next up here is, yeah, we're back again with True Draco, because you know, why not? With triple skill drain running around here, players are looking at some pretty wicked ideas to kind of explore out here. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, hey, we have Discount Masterpiece out here that you can just pass on some immunity to. So we have triple copies of Amano Awato, because no fun allowed for the opponent. We have 1 Dynamite, 2 copies of Ignis Heat, 2 copies of Majesty Maiden, 2 copies of Metaltron XX Lit 4000. We have triple Disciples, 1 Draconic Diagram, triple copies of Mystic Mind, 1 Pot of Desires, triple Pot of Duality, 1 Terraforming, triple copies of Stormforth, triple copies of Heritage, 1 copy of Cylinder, with 1, 2, 3 Skill Drain, triple Solemn Judgment, triple Apocalypse, and 2 copies of True King's Return. Then we have no extra deck here, which is very interesting. And then we have triple copies of Sphere Mode, triple Vanity's Fiend, triple Droplet, triple Lightning Storm, and triple copies of Torrential Tribute here. Wrapping up, this is a really big pile of cards, if you want to know my honest opinion on this. I think that anytime you can play a concept like this and kind of get away with it, you're going to be in a good position, but this just doesn't feel right to me, man. Where'd the extra deck at, though? All right, next up here, we actually have a Brave VW list. And this will be more of your impactful metagame things here. This is the flip side of the coin, though, for what can mess around with, you know, other than the punk stuff. So we have 1 Artifact Scythe with 1 Snow. We have 2 copies of Naya and Niam, triple copies of Lili, triple copies of Lulu, triple copies of Lalau, triple copies of Gigi. We have 1 Griffin Rider, triple Aquamancer, 1 Draco back. Of course, triple E-Telly, because just having this card back at 3 is fun. We have 1 Faithful Adventure, triple Droplet, triple copies of Rite of Armesier. We have triple Kowloon, triple Qinglong, 2 copies of Chuche, and 1 Zuan Wu. Down here in the extra deck, we have 1 Fan, 1 Gaia Charger, 1 Zeus, 1 M7, 1 Beat Rice, and then we have 1 Senshin, 1 Geo, 1 copy of Vermilion Dragomech, 1 Tzolk'in, 1 Cheng Ying, 1 Stardust, 1 Final Ligma, 1 Crystalling, the 1 Coral Dragon, and 1 Baron de Fleur. So today we have triple Lancia, triple Droll, triple Gamma, 1 Driver, triple Cosmic Cyclone, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, and 1 copy of a Red Reboot here. Wrapping up a kind of interesting concept. And I say very interesting, but like this stuff in this deck is pretty freaking good, ladies and gentlemen. There is so much that you can bring to the table just by including the Brave package in it that it almost feels unreal at the end of the day how crazy good this is. Next up here is Praying Kids, also kind of doing the same thing here. This got third place here, and you're going to see one card packages out here. You know, the loss of, you know, Meow Meow Mew to 1 didn't really kill this deck at the very least. I think at most, it kind of pushed this deck to a new level of innovation. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, 2 copies of Nibiru, we have triple copies of Dropsies, triple copies of Fansies, triple copies of Lamsies, and 2 little Roxies. Then we have 1 Griffon Rider, triple copies of Water Enchantress, 1 Called by the Grave, the 1 Draco back, the 1 Faithful Adventure, triple copies of Forbidden Droplet, 1 Instant Fusion, the 1 Monster Reborn, 2 copies of Pandemonium, 2 copies of Place, 1 Pranks, triple copies of Rite of Armesier, 1 Thunder Dragon Fusion, and triple copies of Infinite Impermanence, wrapping up the main deck. Down here in the extra deck, we have 1 Vertianaconda, 1 Rip Roar and Roaster, 1 Meow Meow, triple Doodle Doop Doop, 2 Bow Wow Bork, 1 Unicorn, 1 Axis Machine, 1 Totally Awesome, 1 Weather Washer, 1 Rocket Ride, and 2 copies of the Battle Butler. Side deck here we have 2 Lancia, triple Cosmic Cyclone, 2 Dimensional Barrier, 2 Evenly Matched, 1 Red Reboot, 1 2 Skill Drain, and 3 copies of There Can Only Be One. Wrapping up, I guess, more interesting choices for your Rite of Armesier token. Next up here is a Elvish List. Now this Elvish List actually ended up getting a higher place at the tournament that the Thunder Dragon player covered at a point that we saw earlier in the week here. Now this is actually playing Penalty Game. So when your opponent has 4 cards in their hand, alright? Oh boy. Activate one of these effects, alright? So your opponent cannot draw cards during their next standby phase, or your opponent cannot activate spell and trap cards this turn. Now, 4 cards is a little bit more of a conditional thing, but this is a thing that can actually come up. This is absolutely a hilarious tech choice that you can use to blow out your opponent, especially when you're playing something like Eldritch out here. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, 1 Celestial, 1 Dasher, 2 copies of Eldritch the Golden Lord, 1 Magicore Warrior of the Relics. We also have 1 Griffin Rider, triple copies of Water Enchantress. We have triple Cursed Eldland, 1 Draco back with 1 Faithful Adventure, triple Forbidden Droplet, 2 Fusion Destiny, triple copies of Pot of Prosperity, triple copies of Rite of Armesier. We have triple Conch, triple Scarlet Sanguine, 2 Hogwarrow. We have triple Infinite Permanence, triple Penalty Game, and triple copies of Skill Drain here, wrapping up the main deck. Down here in the extra deck, we have 1 Vampire Sucker, 1 Vertianaconda, 2 Ling Spiders, 1 Unicorn, 1 IP, 1 Soldier of Chaos, 1 Axis Machine, the 1 Juggernaut Libby, the 1 Gustav Max, 1 Thunder Charger, 1 Zeus, 1 Pleiades, 1 Durandal, and 1 Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. Side deck here we have triple Ansia, triple Lightning Storm, triple Dimensional Barrier, triple Solemn Judgment, and triple copies of There Can Only Be One. Wrapping up what I would think is a pretty cool concept, all things considered. Man, I say that a lot during these videos, but I do like this deck. It's fun, and 3 Skill Drain go burr. The last list we have for you guys here is this token. Yeah, this is basically 10 Yi Synchro, the deck where you basically climb up ladders. You have a mini Sword Soul package built into your deck. You do everything fundamentally that you want to do with this deck, and you don't really get punished for it because this engine's just getting more and more streamlined. So we have 1 Despot 001, 1 Destrudo, triple Gamma, triple Little Red Rose Dragon, 1 Rox Rose Dragon, 2 copies of 1 Moe with the 1 Taie, the 1 Longyun, triple Ara, triple Ashuna, triple Vishuda, 1 Griffin Rider, triple Water Enchantress with the 1 Normal Monster. We have 1 Basil Rose Shoot, 1 copy of Draco back, 1 Faithful Adventure, the 1 Foolish Barrow, triple copies of Forbidden Droplet, triple Rite of Armesier, 1 Sword Soul Emergence, triple Vessel, and 1 Blackout. And then we have 1 Shaman, 2 Monk, 1 Auroradon, the 1 Hauk, 1 Yazi, 1 Cheng Ying, 1 Qing Long with 1 Chizao, 1 Herald, 1 Draco Berserker, 1 Xiaofeng, 2 Boxia, and 1 Baron de Fleur. Side deck here we have triple Lancia, triple Nibiru, 1 Token Collector with 1 Shooting Riser Dragon, triple Dark Ruin or more, triple Lightning Storm, and 1 copy Red Reboot here, wrapping up this chunk of deck profiles for you guys. So what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.